Hi everyone, my name is Robert Rice, aka Metaxas, and I am the founder and CEO of Transmira, the company developing the OMNISCAPE XR platform. OMNISCAPE is the first metaverse based on the real world and seamlessly blends AR and VR together. Over the course of this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the highlights and cool features and functionality that we've built into OMNISCAPE and are going to be releasing throughout the rest of this year. I'm also going to be working on a few standalone deep dive videos over the next couple of months that will really go into a lot of detail about some of the various features and how things kind of work and fit together. So having said that, give this video a like and please share it with your friends, and let's get started. OMNISCAPE is an XR platform that seamlessly blends augmented reality and virtual reality together. It is the first to fully connect the real world to the digital one. This gives us a unique opportunity for creating experiences that are contextual and relevant to the user, as well as utility and monetization for businesses, brands, consumers, and content creators. So there's basically three elements here on how to access and use OMNISCAPE. We have the mobile augmented reality application, which is generally for somebody where they are and kind of giving them cool content and experiences around them. Then we have the desktop application for 3D and virtual reality, which lets people go other places, whether it's to a digital twin of the real world or a fictional created 3D immersive environment. And then finally, we have a suite of web tools for content geolocation, publishing, monetization, our marketplace, and a lot of other cool, interesting things. So the combination of these three things together are really what form the backbone of OMNISCAPE and let us do a lot of really interesting and amazing things that can't be done anywhere else, and you probably won't see in the rest of the industry for quite some time. One of the most important parts of OMNISCAPE and kind of part of our core DNA here at Transmira is this idea of linking or bridging between the real world and the digital one. And we start here with this concept or idea of virtual goods. So virtual goods are basically connecting 2D and 3D objects to things of value in the real world, whether it's an asset, product, merchandise, redeemable special offer, service, and other things of value, all on blockchain. We call these virtual goods. This is basically any digital media asset, and this is equal to owning something physical or having rights to access, acquire, exchange, or redeem for the same. So one of our first use cases here is kind of like, I guess, Pokemon Go, but for brands. So imagine taking branded virtual goods, geolocating them anywhere in the world for consumers to discover, collect, and then redeem for something of value. So for example, we could geolocate a bunch of 3D pizza boxes branded all around a college campus somewhere for students to discover and collect in mobile augmented reality. And then as they pick up these virtual goods pizza boxes, they can go to the nearest pizzeria or restaurant and exchange or redeem them for a free pizza or free order of breadsticks or a discount, buy one, get one free. So it's basically taking the value of something physical, whether it's a coupon or the rights to own something or whatever, and linking it on blockchain to something that's virtual or digital, and treat it like an object, whether it's in mobile augmented reality or in virtual reality. So this makes it very easy for brands and businesses to reach their ideal consumer where they are, give them an interesting experience, give them something of value, and then use that to drive foot traffic to a location or to a website, and then turn that into an activation and an actual transaction. This is the future of the metaverse economy in experiential marketing, and we're very excited about it. We have an awesome web tool that lets us basically drag and drop content to a map that is almost instantly available to anybody at that location with the mobile augmented reality application. And it's also echoed or copied to any city-scale digital twin, that's in one-to-one scale, of the same location for remote users that are accessing it via desktop 3D or VR. We'll charge a small fee for the placement and the geolocation. But what's really interesting is that we'll do a revenue share with anyone that happens to own the virtual real estate location for whatever that location is on our platform. So basically, we treat locations like domain names. So you can buy a location, it's relatively inexpensive, and it's yours for 2 years with an annual renewal fee. Of course, you can turn around and resell that to somebody else for whatever you like, just like a real domain name. But this is kind of something that's new in the industry. We've seen before the idea of being able to buy virtual real estate. I'm sure you could buy the Eiffel Tower and somebody else's platform for an insane amount of money, and then kind of what's the point? But in our case, we're trying to do something where there are opportunities for people to monetize and make money on the platform, and this is one of the ways for that. So on one hand, we have brands and content creators geolocating content, creating experiences, dropping virtual goods tied to real world products and services, which then there's that revenue share that goes back from those fees to whoever happens to own the virtual real estate location. And then at the same time, the consumers are benefiting because they're getting a lot of really cool content and a lot of value. And this ultimately becomes a virtuous cycle where each one kind of increases the value proposition for the other ones as part of that cycle. Omniscape is designed in a layered model. And we start with the real world because that's what gives us context and relevance and also adds a lot to the utility of the platform. So we have the real world, and then the first, content layer is augmented reality. So all the cool content and experiences in AR reside here. And then on top of that, we have what we call digital twins, which are full-scale, one-to-one ratio. Digital twins are copies of real-world locations and cities. And then on top of that, we have all of the created or fictional worlds. And the very first one we're going to be developing, we're calling Mirai, which is Japanese for future. And kind of the idea here is this is where we're going to host Omni City, and we'll be giving away basically free 3D metaverse apartments for anyone that signs up and registers with the system. So we have experiences in mobile augmented reality, more experiences and content in these city-based digital twins, and then whole unlimited worlds and vast landscapes of these created worlds, starting with Mirai, with Omni City. And that's where your first metaverse apartment is going to be at. You'll be able to buy furniture and other items off of the marketplace, which we'll be seeding with some content to kind of start with. But we're going to also be opening that up to content creators. This is yet another way to monetize metaverse and make money on our platform. If you're a content creator, you can create and upload 3D objects or 3D buildings or vehicles or whatever you can imagine, put it in the marketplace and then sell that to other users who will use it to decorate their apartments or engage in some of the really cool and fun gamification that we're going to be building into this as well. We'll be introducing a variety of different apartment layouts over this year, particularly this summer. And then beyond that, whether it's an apartment or maybe you want to take it to the next level and buy a house or buy a fortress or a floating island casino or space base on a simulation of the moon. Those are all going to be available and part of the platform. One really fun and exciting thing that we are launching imminently are what we call MetaPets, and the first series are called Boximon. Boximon are digital creatures that are native to cyberspace with a mission to help us build the metaverse. They're full of character and personality. They love to dance, they work very hard, and they love to hang out with humans that they adopt. Boximon can be found in mobile augmented reality and in virtual reality. They have special skills and bonuses that will be unlocked over time. And we have a lot of plans for these guys, and we'll be updating them with new content and features and abilities over time. Yes, they can follow you around. They can interact with each other, which is really cool. If you and a friend both have the mobile AR app out, and you've got your Boximon turned on, there'll be some fun interactions there. And they can also hang out in your metaverse apartment too, which is really neat. We're really excited about these guys. They're very cool. They're very funny. Yeah, be on the lookout for Boximon. They're going to be all over the place. One of the things that we haven't really talked about too much is gamification. Most of the platform as it is now is really designed for connecting businesses, brands, content creators, and consumers to each other through an amazing metaverse platform. It's focused on the real world. It's got virtual goods, monetization, content publishing. There's a lot of pieces here which are necessary as part of building a platform in an ecosystem. But at the same time, it being a metaverse platform, and so many people have a picture in their heads of what that means. The Matrix, Ready Player One's Oasis, Tron, all these different things. That having different virtual worlds or levels, or even interconnected worlds to other platforms, all part of this that provide gamification or experiences, very much like massively multi-user online games and role-playing games. So as we're building out the normal core pieces of Omniscape, some of these other created worlds that we're building and linking to the overall ecosystem are going to be gamified. And by gamification, it's like we're going to be doing some unique and innovative things that really haven't been seen before. Certainly with an emphasis on large, vast, and open worlds for the users to build. So you want to create a town or a village, or build a city, or start your own government, or found your own virtual meta nation. That is all going to be possible. We're going to have a slew of social gamified mechanics for politics, intrigue, commerce, assassinations, governments, wars, trade routes, and commerce. It's all going to be driven by the players. We're going to go very light on things like linear content for quests and things like that, because we believe that the best kind of metaverse is one that's actually built and owned by the users. So our job is going to be making that happen and enabling and facilitating that. It's not just going to be the virtual world side of the fence, though. We have some amazing ideas, certainly for gamification, a lot of the different cool mechanics. But also, when you look at the strengths of our overall platform with Omniscape, it's this idea of, again, bridging the real world to the digital one, and seamlessly blending AR and VR together. And that is going to have a huge impact on how we approach gamification. So, for example, yes, you can run around and do fun things in some of the virtual worlds, but there's also going to be a fair bit of content, whether it's resources or puzzles or objectives or whatever, here in the real world that you'll have to use the mobile AR app to access, discover, collect, whatever, which is also going to tie into the whole virtual real estate system. So if you happen to own the right location, the right place, you're going to discover a lot of extra benefits, resources, and other possibilities that are tied to that location that'll ultimately benefit you on the gamified side of things in Omniscape. And this is going to be crazy groundbreaking, and it's one of the cool things that we've been keeping secret for a while. But I'm really excited to talk about it, and I'll be diving into this in a lot more detail in some of the upcoming videos that we're going to do. But for now, I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up. Look, it's going to be great. It's going to be cool. And it's going to be new and very innovative. So I can't wait. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it informative and very exciting about the things we're doing here at Transmira with Omniscape. Feel free to go over to the website at omniscape.com. Sign up for the mailing list, create an account, download the app, make an avatar, grab your free metaverse apartment, and we'll be opening and launching a lot of content over the next couple of months. So it's a little light now because we've been focusing so much on the technology aspects for building the framework and the foundation for this. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming. If you want to be a contributor, we would love to have you help us out. We're particularly looking for content creators to contribute content and objects to the marketplace, which is a great way for you to make money. And we're always open for people that want to help us out, manage the community, grab an internship, pick up some skills, get some experience. And certainly, we're always open for developer help, especially if you have some pretty amazing skills with Unity or Unreal. So thank you again. Make sure you hit the like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to join us on Discord as well. All the information for that will be down below in the comments. And I hope you have a great day, and welcome to the future. This is it. Thank you.